Hey Snapchat, what's up? My name is Sierra and I am super excited to take you guys on my journey today to Germany. Now, unfortunately for this project, we don't have enough time to go to the actual Germany, but we're going to go to the second best place, one of my favorite spots, and actually where I used to work at. We're going to go to Walt Disney World's Epcot. So my goal today is to talk to some cast members, maybe get some insight on life in Germany, favorite food, agriculture, and some trade and policy. So let's go ahead and head on down to Orlando. Alright guys, we are here, we're at Epcot, and while I'm on my way over to Germany, I just wanted to take a little bit of time and talk about why I chose that for my project. So this summer I get to do the study abroad in Lüneburg with Dr. Sharp, and while we're there we'll be studying more in depth on natural resource economics in the European Union. So I thought, what better way to kind of jumpstart that experience by researching it for this project. Okay, so I am currently in Italy. You can kind of see that right behind me, and I'm making my way into Germany, which is pretty awesome to think about. You can't always walk from country to country, but I do want to relate it back to how the EU has the free movement across borders. So that includes like trade, of capital and labor, as well as people. So just like I can walk from country to country here, that's a similar practice that we can see in the EU. Okay, so one thing I really love about Epcot is being able to learn so much about the different countries. So here I'm walking into this first store. I wish you guys could smell it. It's the caramel shop, because Werther's Originals actually originated in Germany. You can see that right here on the label, made in Germany. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so a little bit of information concerning agricultural production practices in Germany. Really interesting stuff actually. So in the western part of Germany, you're going to find a lot of family farms. However, over the past few years, there have been a major decrease in them. This is because a lot of farms are implementing the use of machinery to get the job done, and a lot of farmers can't afford this practice, and so they're having to leave the agricultural industry and go into industrial and service sectors of the economy. And then on the eastern part of Germany, there's still a lot of family farms, but they're super small scale, and they actually only make up about 20% of arable land. So there's actually a ton of room for growth on the eastern part of Germany for production. So one thing a lot of people actually associate with Germany is their beer production, and one thing I found out that's super interesting while I'm here is that they actually date these regulations all the way back to 1516 with the purity law, which is actually the oldest regulation in the world concerning food, and parts of it are still in place to ensure that their beer is produced to a high quality standard. And there's actually beer tax laws, which are some of the largest yielding tax revenues in the country. Alright, so another thing I want to point out really quick is just how powerful Germany's economy really is. So it's actually considered the most powerful economy in Europe, and it's ranked 4th largest by nominal GDP in the world. That's pretty crazy. So I'm here in one of the shops in the Germany Pavilion, and I'm talking to some fellow cast members, and they're going to tell me a little bit about their favorite food, because there's a lot of options here in Germany, so...
Hi. Yeah, there's like a lot of good food in Germany. Like a lot of good food. I like bread.
Yeah.
Bread.
Everyone loves bread.
Everyone in Germany loves bread.
Yeah, it's like a staple.
Yeah.
So do you guys have a lot of wheat production over there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
The bread here is totally different than
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's not good.
No?
I would say it's not good.
Wow. Well, I'm excited to try some bread in Germany. So everyone has their favorite candy, and mine definitely have to be gummy bears. And something that I found super interesting was these guys are actually made in Germany. And when you come to the Germany Pavilion, they have a lot of different options for gummy bears. So that's pretty cool. So after consuming that amazing pretzel, I was able to talk to a few cast members from the Beer Garden restaurant, and they had a lot of knowledge about some of the agricultural products, and I found out it actually varies a lot throughout the regions in Germany. So like I already knew, wheat and barley are two of their main products, but they also produce anywhere from beef and pork, to sugar beets, and then some regions are rich with wine and fruit and vegetable production. So it really just depends on what region you're in. Oh my gosh, how much fun are those, guys? That was super awesome. But I do want to discuss a little bit more about Germany's economy as a whole. So I actually found through my research that Germany is considered one of Europe's most powerful economies, and a lot of that is driven by their exports. So just like I posted this morning about my car, I drive a Volkswagen. Germany actually, their top export are vehicles, and so in the US alone in 2017 we imported about 1.3 million vehicles, and that's a lot. So it's pretty interesting to see just how diverse their exports are compared to other countries. Food products actually only make up about 4% of their total exports, so pretty interesting. Alright guys, so I hope you learned plenty about Germany agriculture and trade and policy, and I am super excited to experience it for myself this summer, and I hope you guys enjoyed your trip to Germany with me.